morning, y'all. We're going to cook inside this morning because it is rainy and drizzly outside, and me and Mom are hungry. I know the kids will be over here soon, so we're going to go ahead and cook inside. What we're going to do is we're going to do sausage, bacon, and homemade buttermilk pancakes, and we're going to bring it all to you right here. First thing we're going to do is we're just going to fry up some sausage patties. What I like to do is just squeeze out all the sausage out of the tube and then make my own size patties. What I'm cooking on here is just a 12-inch cast iron skillet, field stove, whatever you want to call it, and I've already got some bacon grease in there from yesterday that we'll use. Cook sausage first. Sausage usually takes the longest. Bacon doesn't take that long, and bacon creates its own grease again. So since we've got some grease, we're gonna cook the sausage, then we'll cook the bacon, and then we'll get into the pancakes. So normally what I do is I'll just tear off a little ball about that size. And it makes about a patty like that. So if the kitchen looks funny to you guys and you've never seen me cook inside before or haven't watched any of my other videos, that's because I live in a fifth wheel. And so we cook everything in here in this fifth wheel kitchen just like you would in a regular kitchen, except with a lot less cleanup and a lot less room because it's not as much space. Alright, so we're going to get some sausage here in the pan. You hear that sizzle from here, that's because it's a hot pan with bacon grease in it. Turn it down just a little bit. The sausage you want to cook pretty low. Get the fire hot, but you want to cook it pretty low. It's real easy to sear the outside of the sausage and not cook the middle. Half a tube of sausage makes about 9 patties my way. And you're thinking, good God, how much sausage can 2 people eat? Well, it's not just me and Mom. You know, Shy, Josh, and Adeline will be here soon. And so to feed us on the weekends, it does take quite a bit of groceries. And then when my son and other daughter, Stacy and Bub, are here, it really takes a lot of food because that boy can put away the groceries. All right, so we got the sausage done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna slide it into the microwave. Not cooking it, just putting it in there out of the way. We'll start the bacon, and what you're seeing here on the counter here, and I'll lower the camera so you can see. So we started putting our dry mix together that we're going to need for the pancakes, and you're going to want to melt some butter and let it get to room temperature as well. So what you're going to need is 2 cups of flour. You're going to need 3 tablespoons of sugar, a half a teaspoon of salt. I put 1 teaspoon because we like it a little bit different. A half a teaspoon of baking powder and a half a teaspoon of baking soda. And then for your wet, you're going to need 2 cups of buttermilk, 2 eggs lightly beaten, 3 tablespoons of butter, unsalted, melted, but warm back up. You don't want to pour it in there just out of the heat, so it's got to warm back up. And then we're going to use also a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So that's the wet liquid. So I'm going to put the bacon in, continue to get this stuff ready to go, and we'll be back at you in a minute. All right, y'all, so we got the bacon cooking. We'll do about, I don't know, 7 or 8 slices of bacon to go with the 9 pieces of sausage we've got for the family. We have melted the butter in the microwave here, as you can see, and it's set and getting back to room temperature. We've got all the dry recipe here. We've got the buttermilk and the vanilla extract here, and we've got the beaten egg here. So the reason you want to get that ready like now when you're cooking, because you kind of want that to warm up a little bit. It's going to help with the crispiness and the airiness of the pancake. If you put a lot of cold together with hot butter it just makes it harder, right? So you kind of want it all to get to room temperature. And I'm not saying let it set 30, 45 minutes, but just as you're cooking the bacon or cooking the meat, go ahead and get that stuff ready. And then I will bring you back here when we go to make the mixture and get the pancakes started. So now while those last pieces of bacon finish, we're going to go ahead and get our mix ready. You're just going to want to kind of stir and combine the salt, the flour, sugar, and then the baking powder and baking soda. Just get it mixed. And then while you're in there, you're going to want to make a bowl inside of a bowl. If that makes sense. You're going to want to make make a hole inside of there, inside that flour, because that's where you're going to pour your liquid mixture in. So now inside the buttermilk, we're going to go ahead and put the butter. And the eggs. And we'll give that a little mix. We'll take a little bit of that bacon grease we just used and pour back in there, just a hair, just a drip. Take your clean lint-free rag and just kind of wipe that oil all over that pan. Ready to cook again. That's the perfect thing about cast iron. It's back to non-stick and ready to go. So now what you're going to do is you're going to pour your mixture inside that hole that you made in that flour. And you're not going to beat this with a mixer. You're not going to use a whisk. You're just going to use a sponge and you're going to incorporate it lightly. If you go to beating it, you're going to make pancakes you could throw like a saucer. Now, if it turns out, if you're in a different climate, and it turns out that it's not liquidy enough, that's fine. Add you a little bit more buttermilk to it. Not much, just a little. A little thick, so we're going to add a little more. Now you can use a ladle, you can use measuring cup. You can do it however you want to do it. It's just simple. Just dip it out. It's not a big deal. What we've done there, we've laid it out in the pan. Just kind of spread it around. So what you're looking for now on pancakes, you'll see it'll start bubbling up here in the center real good. That's a good indicator when you know that pancake is ready. You can also cheat and kind of flip it up and see if it's liquidy on the outside, but it's just as easy to do it this way. We'll cook it probably 3 to 5 minutes on one side, 3 to 5 minutes on another, and then you're ready for the next one. And if you want, you can do it with a griddle. You can do it with all kinds of stuff. I just like to use one pan. I don't have a big mess to clean up. It's just easier that way, and it comes out just fine every time. 3 minutes in, nice golden brown, nice airy and fluffy, good thick pancake, just like you like. So I'll tell you, the secret ingredient to why everybody likes my pancakes is the bacon grease. Rather than using the pan, when you coat that bacon grease in your cast iron, it adds a flavor to the pancake. It just makes it better. Like eating at an old-timey diner. If you ever had a real good pancake from an old-timey diner, that's what you're going to get. It's that little bit of bacon grease, but that's an insider hint. So there's pancake number one. Light and fluffy. Oh, so delicious. Slab of butter on it. While it's good and warm. So on the pancake, you want it airy, not liquidy, okay? So that's how you know they're done in the middle. So you see that one's a little bit spongy. It's a little liquidy, okay? So there's a difference between airy and spongy or liquidy, okay? You don't want to cook that liquid right out of there. But as you can see with this cast iron, it is definitely the ultimate non-stick when it's done right. Okay? So that one's getting there. About ready. That's really about it, folks. I don't know what else to show you other than a plate full of wonderfulness, and we'll do that here in a minute. Just remember, if you like the videos, please like and subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you as a member. We'll bring you something new, something different every week, whether it be a brisket, pork chops, you name it. We'll cook it, and we'll bring it to you. And again, if you want something done, just comment below what you want to see. I had somebody comment they wanted to see me do a steak and red potatoes. We'll do that shortly. So just comment what you want to see below, and we'll be happy to make it for you. Big country style, of course.